22 in basketball, man, so I think we're clever.
Stopping the leak, anything else, your tuliphobes, anything else you find that you're good at, you let us know, all right?
What is he saying about the tulip bulbs? We are going to be checking out a video about a speed skating coach. Dutch speed skating coach Gilbert Anema explains live at CNBC why the Americans aren't winning medals. Priceless. The title of the video is called Dutch Coach vs. American Interviewers at Sochi 2014. Priceless. Dutch subs. Priority request from RAK. R-A-K. Not sure if it's Rock. How do you pronounce that? Let me know. I don't know. But anyways, thanks to you, I get to watch this video. So the support is appreciated. If you guys want to make your own request, links down below. Hit like, hit subscribe. Links for the original video is down there as well. And we're going to jump into it and see what this is all about. And admittedly, I don't know anything about speed skating. So I don't know. We're going to find out what this is all about, though.
We're sitting here with Gilbert Anema.
Yes,
correctly.
He is the speed skating coach for the Dutch, excuse me. You've made Olympic history because your team has won more medals in a single sport in a single Olympics. Yep. 21 medals.
Nice.
A single team, a single sport, single Winter Olympics.
To come.
Yeah, and we wanted to have you on originally because there's all this controversy about the Under Armour suit that the Americans long track was wearing and whether or not that was a cause. And I wanted to ask you, do you think that was one of the reasons why the Americans didn't do well, the suit?
Yeah, the suit was one of the reasons, but not because it was bad, but because they believed it is bad. Because for skating, you have to believe in yourself, like Americans always do. Americans always believe that they're right, always believe that they're the best, yeah? But that's not true.
It's not true, guys. It's not true at all. So the suit, huh? So he's saying the suit, but it wasn't the suit. It was because they thought the suit was bad. So it was a mindset, he's saying, that they're getting from the suit that they're wearing. So it's bringing their confidence down, and that is why they suck, I believe is where he's going with it, which is great.
When you just go abroad, yeah, and you look at the rest of the world, yeah, you can stay inside in your own country. You can make an own game like American football, yeah, do it your own and think you're the best of the world. But no way, when you play soccer, man, you're just not half. You're not belonging to the top 30 of the world. So quit. When you come every 4 years, you come to an Olympic stadium and you want to fight the rest of the world, then you know your place. And you got zero medals. Zero, man.
Michelle, all right.
That's great. You know, he does have a point. You know, you got American football, right? Which I have heard there is places that they do play it. I think it's probably just because of the Americanization of the world and everything, because of Hollywood media and whatever, right? But besides that, you know, it's not a thing anywhere else. It's just here, right? But because Americans are so like, I don't know if I want to say closed-minded, but like, you know, because so Europe, for instance, you know, it's multiple countries, but those countries are small. They're the size of our states. Sometimes smaller, right? Depending on the state or whatever. So your Europe is like our America in the sense that, yes, Europe's not a country, it's a continent full of multiple countries, but those countries are kind of like our states. Like, so size-wise comparable, you know, so with America being a big, giant, vast country, it's easy to remain, you know, closed off like that. But I don't understand the whole world mentality. Like, I get comments all the time where they're like, well, speaking of Americans and blah, 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 what's up with the World Cup, World Series, stuff like that, you know, like baseball, World Series. How's it the World Series when it's only played in America? You know what I mean? It should be the American Series, North American Cup or whatever.
Okay, Coach, thanks for coming on. Number one, I got 2 words for you, just 2 words. Eric Heiden. Eric Heiden's from Wisconsin. All right, number one, yeah. he was good in he was good in short track, and he was good in sailing. And here's number 2.
Yeah, and I can tell you something else. Johnny Davis is, I think, the best skater there ever was. It's an American.
Okay.
But they are just addicted They are addicted to the movement. When you once go over the ice with 50k an hour through the corners, yeah, you live up to that action and you want to perfect.
50k, so that's 50 kilometers an hour. How much is that? 31 miles per hour. That's, yeah, that's pretty fast on some knife blades.
Actionize that movement, and then you get addicted. But they're lone wolves. They're addicted, and they don't get money. No, I'm not holding on.
You already had your say. You already had your say. You already had your say. Just listen to my premise here, Coach. Coach, listen. Listen to me. I watched a 10,000-meter race yesterday. Two people not even racing each other around and around and around for 13 minutes. Every once in a while, they'd cross over and go around. I think watching paint dry is more fun. I want my 13 minutes back of my life. I want that time back that I spent. Are you actually comparing the spectator experience of speed skating with American football?
No.
He didn't say the spectator experience. He did not say that at all. He was saying it's easy to think you're the best when you stay in, you know, your own yard. You know what I'm saying? You go down to the playground where everybody's playing, you realize where your place is. You know, you join the Olympics, you realize where you are in the world scale. That's what he said.
No, sir. What I'm comparing is that the emotion that's involved when two guys are heading for the win.
Yeah, and exactly. And what he's saying isn't from a spectator. He's saying the experience, the people racing, the people that's taking place in the speed skating, not the people watching. The other guy didn't understand, I guess.
When two guys are heading for the win and going as fast as they can on a very honest sport, there's no tricks involved. It's just about who is the best in the world.
Eric Hodge.
And when you are not anymore interested in being the best of the world, well, stay in your country, do your own sport, yeah. Don't compete with the rest of the world, but don't ask the question why you didn't win medals. Because you didn't. And that's why I'm here in the studio to Coach, talk to you and to explain to you why you didn't win any medals.
Coach.
What is that? I don't understand. The guy interviewing the coach, I feel like he just doesn't respect the coach, or like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just it just feels like he's just, you know, because he's interrupting him and laughing, you know, like he's like just like sweeping it under the rug, like, oh, it's speed skating, ha ha ha, it's nothing, you know, compared to American football kind of mentality. When, you know, there's skill in everything. It don't matter if it's speed skating, you know, speed skating is not my thing, but hey, American football is not either. I'm not really a sports kind of person too much, but speed skating would be fun to do, you know. I wouldn't want to watch it necessarily either. Just like golf, you know, I don't want to watch people golf. It's boring, but to actually golf yourself, it's pretty fun.
Coach, the other thing is I hear Euro envy here again, especially now, and from the Netherlands, sort of a kind of a third-tier Euro country. Your entire economy is $770 billion. We're $16 trillion, but that's no reason to be bitter. I mean, that was a great book in 1865 about.
It's half of the size of the state of Indiana. I'd say they're doing pretty damn good. What is going on? What is this guy going on about here? He's like, oh, well, but your economy is so small. And look at the size of the country. I mean,
reason to be bitter. I mean, that was a great book in 1865 about Hans Brinker. You can always hang your hat on that. That's the last big thing that's happened over there.
Am I allowed to tell you anything about our country? Yeah, when we sell our companies, yeah, to the world, we all be billionaires. When we sell the Shell, yeah, our company, mm-hmm. when we sell Unilever, when we sell Aegon, when we sell all our companies.
I didn't know Unilever was Dutch. They got a lot of products, like a lot, like home, like not home, like beauty products, right? Like bath products, hygiene kind of stuff. I believe I've seen the Unilever logo on a lot of
companies, man. You're broke when you want to buy them. So you just stay quiet because you're doing very well. And we are just, our economy doesn't spend a lot of money because we are just...
So you don't like American football as a sport?
No, that's not true.
You said they kill each other.
I like their commercials.
kill each other.
Very much. There are a lot of humor involved. So I love the Seahawks win against all odds.
Oh,
And
now it's coming out. Now we see. You do love it. You do like it.
No big deal. No big deal. But you have a sport, and a lot of your talent is wasted in that sport because you kill each other in the American football. It's so rough, and because you like it and you got all the money into that sport, there's not a lot of money in the other sports, and just nobody in the world wants to compete in that sport with you.
And you're saying all our best athletes are going to that sport rather than to the other sports like speed skating.
Exactly, and there is so much money involved in American football, and the money that's involved in that is not into speed skating. And when you see in our country, we have all teams, they're fighting each other like the American way, the survival of the fittest.
Like our basketball.
Like the basketball.
Right.
And you don't ask the question why you win in the Summer Olympics always with your dream team.
He's got a point, you know, when you put all your focus and all your money and all your concentration in one thing, you're going to steer the population and everybody into wanting to join in with that, you know. So if nobody's speed skating, why would, you see all these people out here playing American football, you're going to want to do it too. You don't see anybody speed skating. Nobody puts the highlight on that. So why would you want to be the oddball, especially in a country where so many people judge each other and so many people want to fit in, you know? How are you fitting in and not being judged when you're doing a random oddball sport that nobody else takes part in? You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's the mentality, and it makes sense. It makes sense.
But you now come and you ask the question, how come you win so much medals in speed skating? Well, man,
because you're saying speed skating in the Netherlands is kind of like our basketball.
Exactly.
It's very competitive, lots of teams, lots of money, and then they go to the Summer Olympics and they beat everybody.
Exactly, and I love basketball. And when we're in the States, we always go to basketball games.
Who's your favorite team, an American player?
They're all.
I went to a basketball game one time. It was probably 20 years ago. I saw Seattle Supersonics and the who'd they play against? Oh wow, the Bulls. Yeah, duh. It was in Chicago. It was a Bulls game. Yeah, and Michael Jordan was in the stands. He wasn't there. It was after he stopped playing for him. He was like playing baseball at the time, but he came back to watch the game, and they actually put him on the giant. Whatever it's called, the big camera monitored thing in the sky, right? The audience, and they show the audience. Well, he was there, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they spotted him, like everybody's like looking, trying to find him. And then all of a sudden you've seen like all these people rushing to this certain spot in the stadium. And then like all these guards had to like stand there and block the aisle because he was just chilling there watching the game, and it was cool. And then afterwards they had to escort him into the locker room, and then he had to go out the back way because there were so many people trying to like rush him. But he was just there watching a Bulls game like everybody else. It was pretty sweet.
New,
okay.
New. But of course we go to the Milwaukee Bucks or when we're in the stadium, and Salt Lake, Utah Jazz.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's so we see the teams and we favorite the Utah Jazz.
Joe, he held you off pretty good.
Wait, no, wait a minute. Now, we got football, basketball.
You can't stand losing. You must be an American
21 medals out of 22. All you do is speed skate. That's it. I mean, life is about variety and diversification. You do one thing? I mean, seriously, that's all you got? That's it? Speed skate around and around and around and around and around. Come on!
Well, I think that the gold medal in speed skating is just as valuable as a gold medal in basketball.
Coach, you call me when you win
and we won 22, and you will never win 22 in basketball, man. So I think we're clever.
Stop in the leak. Anything else, your tulip bulbs, anything else you find that you're good at, you let us know. All right.
What is he saying about the tulip bulbs? It's just back and forth so much. This is great.
And you will never win
put your
22 in
finger in
basketball.
He says, and you will never win 22 medals in basketball, so shut up.
Man, so I think we're clever.
Stopping the leak. Anything else? Your tulip bulbs?
Stopping a leak. Tulip bulbs. It's just...
Anything else you find that you're good at, you let us know. All right,
You're
we'll be
just envious, man, for our medals. That's what you do. You're just envious. No big deal. No big deal, man. We're flying.
We're separated
We don't hit the ground anymore. We're on a cloud.
We're separated at birth.
You remind me of something John Cleese said one time, which was really great. He said, how come only the Americans could come up with something called the World Series and not invite any other countries?
Exactly.
So that's a fair point, Coach.
Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. How are you going to call it the World Series? Jeez. Wow. That's a good priority suggestion right there. That was good. That American dude is talking about Eric Heiden. Heiden is 100% Dutch last name. So his ancestors were Dutch. That explains why he was a good skater. Okay, so the dude, the best speed skater ever that they're saying, Eric Heiden, and they're like, oh, but he was an American, so, this and that. But he was a Dutch American, like his ancestors were Dutch. That's great. Great to see how the Dutch are bringing up so many points to show the Americans how things actually are outside of their bubble. Love it. Yeah, exactly. I love it. It's just so great. Like the more I watch these videos, the more my eyes have been opened to how it really is in the world and the laughing stock the American country really is. I mean, I love it here, but I hate it here. It's a love-hate relationship, just like I'm sure everybody has with whatever country you're viewing this from. There's the good and the bad. You know what I mean? It's not all bad, but it's not all good either, right? This person says, if it ain't Dutch, it ain't much. That's great. The Netherlands ranks 6th place in Olympic medals per capita. USA is at place number 21, enough said. And I'm going to end it here. You guys have a super fun, awesome day. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.